Before we begin, make sure you're alone. Put on your headphones. And whatever you do, don't look outside your tent. If you enjoy stories that twist your mind and haunt your thoughts, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Room 44. We're always watching. Now, let's begin. I didn't want to go. Camping wasn't my thing. Bugs, dirt, no Wi-Fi. But when you've been best friends since childhood, you don't say no to a group trip that's supposed to rekindle the old magic. That's what Zoe said anyway. 4 of us, no drama, no phones, just nature. The others, Matt and Rachel, were already in. Zoe even picked a place, Alder Glen, a secluded stretch of forest in the Pacific Northwest, known for its isolation and stunning lakes. She left out the part about it being the site of 3 unsolved disappearances in the last decade. We drove up early Friday morning. I sat in the back of Matt's SUV while Zoe navigated. Rachel was unusually quiet. I assumed it was motion sickness, but something about the way her eyes kept darting to the trees made me uncomfortable. The air grew colder as we ascended the winding trail. No cell service, no landmarks, just pine and mist and silence. When we finally pulled into the makeshift gravel lot, the sunlight had already started to dim, and the forest loomed around us like it had been waiting. We set up 2 tents, girls in one, guys in the other, and built a small fire. The first night was uneventful, almost fun. We made s'mores. Matt tried to scare us with urban legends. Zoe laughed louder than she needed to. It felt like she was trying to drown something out. The second night was different. Zoe started sleep-talking. Not in the funny, mumbling about pancakes way. No. She sat up straight in her sleeping bag and whispered in a deep, unfamiliar voice, "You don't belong here. You were never meant to come back." I thought it was a joke at first. But Matt didn't laugh. Neither did Rachel. The fire outside our tent hissed. It was almost like it reacted. I woke up sweating. I thought I heard something walking near the tents. I unzipped ours just a crack and peeked out. No one was there. But the ground looked different, like something had been dragged through the dirt. The next morning, Matt found an old, torn map jammed between 2 rocks near the creek. It wasn't a park map. It was hand-drawn, faded, with strange symbols. Circles, crossed-out X's, and one word written over and over. Forgotten. Zoe stared at it too long. "Where did you find this?" she asked Matt, her voice tight. "Right over there," he said, pointing to a spot in the trees. She looked down at the map again. "We shouldn't be here." Rachel touched her shoulder. "Hey, are you okay?" Zoe snapped. "Why wouldn't I be? It's just paper." We decided to follow the map the next day. Well, they did. I voted no, but I was outvoted. Typical. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing a scratching noise. Slow, deliberate, just outside the tent. I stayed frozen in my sleeping bag. The sound moved in circles, like something was pacing. Then I heard it. A voice. Not quite human. It sounded like it was made of wind and gravel and decay. It whispered, "One of you has to remember." I shut my eyes tight. When I opened them again, it was morning. Everyone was already up. Zoe looked exhausted, like she hadn't slept at all. Her eyes were red-rimmed, and there were scratches on her wrists. She said it was from thorns, but there weren't any near our tent. We followed the map. It led us deeper into the forest, past fallen trees and dried-out creeks. Eventually, we came to a clearing with a stone circle, perfectly shaped, unnatural. In the center, a pile of burned wood and bones. "I don't like this," I said. "This feels wrong." Zoe stepped into the circle. "It's familiar." Rachel turned to me. "She said that last time, too." "What do you mean, last time?" I asked. Rachel blinked. "Nothing. I think I saw this on a documentary." But she was lying. That night, Rachel vanished. Her tent was zipped, her shoes still inside, flashlight on the ground. No sign of a struggle. No blood. Nothing. Matt wanted to go look for her. Zoe said she was gone. "What do you mean, gone?" I asked. "She's not coming back. She never does." It was the way she said it. Like she'd seen it happen before. Like this had happened. Before. Matt disappeared the next night. He went to collect firewood and never came back. I found his jacket draped over a branch, soaked in something thick and black. Zoe didn't even flinch. I started packing. I told her we were leaving. She just looked at me, her face blank. "You can't leave, Lila." I froze. "Why not?" "Because you promised," she said. I didn't remember any promise. That night, I dreamed of the stone circle. Only now, there were 4 figures standing inside it, tied to the stones, screaming, begging. And I was watching, but I wasn't myself. I was something else, something cold and ancient. I woke up choking on dirt, real dirt. My sleeping bag was half buried. Zoe was standing over me, shovel in hand. "Sorry," she said. "It's part of the ritual. You have to forget to return." I ran. I didn't even grab my shoes. I sprinted into the forest, barefoot, bleeding, heart pounding. But the forest didn't let me go. No matter which direction I ran, I ended up back at the clearing. Back at the stones. Back at Zoe. She wasn't Zoe anymore. Her face shifted, melted, became something older. Her eyes were hollow, black pits. And when she smiled, I saw teeth that didn't belong in a human mouth. "You remembered too much," she said. "That's why it hurts." She raised her hand and the trees around us groaned. And I finally remembered. This wasn't our first trip. We'd come here 10 years ago. A dare. 4 teenagers messing around with rituals we found online. We summoned something. Or maybe it was always there. But one of us had to stay behind each time. One soul traded for safe passage. Zoe had stayed last time. Now she was part of it. Now it was my turn. I screamed. I fought. But the ground split beneath me, and the roots wrapped around my legs, my waist, my chest. They pulled me down, deeper and deeper into something warm and breathing and alive. And just before I blacked out, I heard her voice again, clear as a bell. "See you next time. Some trips you plan, others, you're summoned. If you've ever felt like the woods were watching you, you're not wrong. They remember. And now, so do you." If this story left you disturbed, intrigued, or just scared enough to check your locks twice tonight, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a new horror from Room 44. We'll be waiting.